Was good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we get started, I gotta go ahead and say thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title in the screen, today I put together a very special, rare, strong build that I'm making for y'all today. And I'm going to be calling this one the two-way Big Baller. Now, the build will come out to a two-way diamond perimeter threat, and this is absolutely one of the best builds that I have ever brought to y'all. So as you can see from the gameplay, everything on screen is with a 60 overall. No attributes put towards this build, and one of my favorite things about it is it reminds me of a few different NBA players of current and past. LAMELO and Lonzo Ball with a little bit of Penny Hardaway. Now, when it comes to this build's attributes, we'll be able to reach a 99 plus when it comes towards our mid-range, 3-point shot, pass accuracy, ball handle, perimeter defense, steal, and stamina. Now, we're also going to get the upgraded regular and standing dunk packages with some extra pro dribble animations and most of the passing styles. Now, we're also going to get a total of 62 badges, and really this is one of the best builds to use as a 60 overall, as you can see from the gameplay. Also, this is one of the best builds at 99 overall, and then all around I think this is going to be one of the best park builds and 5v5 settings. And this build definitely has no weakness, especially if you pair yourself up with the correct teammates and big man. So before we move any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So I hope you all enjoyed what you have seen so far. Let's get started with the breakdown of this build. So let's go with the point guard position. As for that height, I'm going to put this all the way up to 6'8". Getting into my weight, I'm going to put this down to 185. And then for that wingspan, let's move this to 6'11". Now from here, we are all set to move forward. And remember, the gameplay you just saw is with any attributes put towards this build. So not only are you going to be able to do exactly what I just showed you, but possibly even better. So as we get into the actual breakdown, the first area that I do want to start with will be the physicals. When it comes towards our speed, I'm going to put this all the way up to an 80. Getting into the acceleration, let's go with a 79. Moving into the strength, I think this is going to be best at a 74. Now that's very balanced. And then once you go ahead and get into that vertical, let's go with a 60. Now as you get into the stamina, I think this is crucial. Max this all the way out to a 99. Now remember, if you do your Gatorade facility workouts, you get a +4 put towards this area from each star. So we're going to have an 84 speed. Then when it comes toward the acceleration, you're going to have an 83, 78 strength, 64 vertical with, of course, a 99 stamina. Now I think this sets us up perfectly to be able to move forward. Now the next area that I do want to dive into is going to be the defense. Now this really is going to set you apart from most builds, especially at the tier of a 60 overall. Let's go ahead and put the perimeter all the way up to a 94. And then once we go ahead and get into that steal, I'm going to put this up to an 85. Now from the gameplay, you were able to see just how well you can clamp your opponent down. This is going to be anywhere from about a 70 to a 60 for that perimeter defense. Same thing when it comes towards your steal possibly. Now for the interior, we're going to leave this as is, and then for that defensive rebound, I think this is going to be best at a 60, and as you can see, we also do get some extra badges to work with. So the ones I'm looking at, we get Hall of Fame Workhorse, then from here, we get Gold Clamps, Fast Feet, Pick Dodger, then you also get Hall of Fame Off-Ball Pass, 94 Feet Challenger, and Ankle Braces. Then for the steal, we get Silver Glove, Interceptor, and Right Stick Ripper. Now I think this is perfect to be able to move forward. For this next area, I'm going to go ahead and start with the playmaking, so go ahead and put that pass accuracy all the way up to an 87. Now once we get into the ball handle, I think this is going to be best at an 85. And then once we get into the speed with ball, I'm going to go all the way up to a 79. So as you can see, we get Silver Blow-By, Hyperdrive, Brown Speed Booster, and Gold Triple Strike. As far as for the ball handle itself, we get Silver Unpluckable, Handles for Days, Bronze Killer combos here. Then we also get Gold Physical Handles with Ankle Breaker. Now once you move a little bit more down the line, one badge I'm very happy about will be Bronze Bailout. Now you also get Silver Dimer, Needle Threader, Relay Passer, Touch Passer with Gold Special Delivery, and then Break Starter. Now I think for the playmaking, the fact that you get most of the pro dribble animations, extra passing styles, really makes this an even better build. Now let's move along the line when it comes towards the offensive side. For that shooting, go ahead and put that mid-range shot all the way up to an 86. Once we get into the three-pointer, I'm going to go with an 85. And then for that free throw, let's go all the way up to an 83. Now as you can see, we get silver free points. Getting into the three-pointer, you get silver blinders, Deadeye, also green machine with space crater, then we get spot finder, also silver whistle with Hall of Fame comeback kid. Now once we get into the bronze badges, I like limitless range and agent 3. And then for the gold, we also get catch and shoot, corner specialist, claymore, guard up, and open looks. Now for the mid-range shot, the main difference will be gold midi magician, but overall I think this is one of the best builds, not only to start and end season 7 with, but to finish NBA 2K24 off. So we have one final category to get into, and that's going to be the finishing. So as when it comes towards that standing dunk, if you want to get some extra packages out of your standing area, put this all the way up to a 75. Now once we get into the actual driving dunk, go with an 80, and this is going to allow you to get some contact dunk animations with extra dunk packages. Activating your takeover will make a huge difference. And then for the driving layup, we're going to max this out to a 70. Now this is what we should be looking like once you get this build maxed out to 99 overall. So starting with the badges that I like most, we get bronze fearless finisher, slithery, acrobat with aerial wizard, then you're also going to get silver bunny, scooper float game, giant slayer, whistle, and then we also get gold two-step, spin cycle, and pro touch. You're also going to get other badges when it comes towards your driving dunk, bronze slithery, precision dunker, aerial wizard, silver bunny, whistle once again with spin cycle and two-step, and then when it comes towards the standing dunk, we get bronze precision dunker, aerial wizard, fast twitch, and rise up. Now in total, you're going to be able to get about 62 badges. 6 of them will be Hall of Fame, 17 of them will be gold, with 22 silver and another 17 bronze. Now I think this is truly a perfect build for any type of player. Whether your skill ranking is at a 10 or a 1, beginner or expert, this build is going to be for you. Now let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made this build correctly. I hope y'all enjoyed the live gameplay online. I'll definitely be sure to bring you more of that if you want so. Now as y'all can see together, we have created what I'm calling the two-way big baller, also known as the two-way diamond perimeter threat. Now I love those comparisons of Lonzo and LaMelo Ball. Then you throw Penny Hardaway in the mix, I'm telling you, it makes it only even better. Now add up everything of activating your takeover, bind boost, performance boost, as well as wearing gear. That's anywhere from a plus 10 to 15 towards the attributes. Just some food for thought, and I just want to say thank you so much for the Lord above, King Jesus, another day and another opportunity. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.